Welcome to Basement MTG with me, a nerd in his basement. In this video I'll be doing my 5-color Mutate deck against the self-playing deck Battle the Horde. If you're unfamiliar with Mutate, it'll become a little more familiar through this video. I'll say one thing to be careful of when making a Mutate deck. Somebody's got upside down. Is to be careful with card advantage. Much like using enchantment auras, where you might be using multiple cards on one creature, you got to be careful about other people's removal. Say you're mutating or putting an aura on one creature, and you put maybe 1, 2, 3 auras on there, and then someone destroys it. Their one destroy spell has now gotten rid of your 2, 3, 4, whatever spells. Thus, your card advantage suffers a little bit there. So you do have to be careful when making a Mutate deck to keep that in mind. So you want to make sure that you're spreading the creatures out a bit, mutating maybe just one time at the beginning, 1 or 2 times, and peppering in some cards that can either counter spells or give your creatures indestructible or hexproof or things like that. Let's see how this deck will do. And we got some lands to start with. Should be all right. Start off with an island. With the Horde, you take 3 turns before the Horde starts going. Alright, well that's just weird to draw for my basics, just plains and islands. That's Gateway Plaza. Tap a land so that it doesn't sack and it can tap for any color. And I'll put the plains out. Now I got a Skyclave Relic here, which can tap for any color, but I do like to usually save that for the kicker where it can be a couple copies of it. So I'll gamble a little bit here and just see if I don't get too far behind not playing anything. The Horde starts off a 3-2 and a 2-3, haste and attacking. So I take 5. And we got ourselves a Soul Ring. Play a Bonder's Enclave. Taps for 1 colorless, tap 3 and tap it to draw a card if you have a creature with power 4 or greater. Now I'm going to tap 4, play Parcel Beast. Well, I guess I could have played the Soul Ring first, but whatever. Doesn't really matter much. You need to get something out here just for blocking purposes. Well, except this one, a sorcery has been played, so it gives each Minotaur +2/+0 till end of turn, but then you destroy them at the end of combat. So now I'm in a predicament of whether or not I want to just take the massive damage and be pretty much at 1 life, though that's probably not going to be the best choice. So I'm just going to block the now 5/2 and take 8. And they all get destroyed at combat. Parcel Beast dies. I didn't show this one here. The Parcel Beast has Mutate for 2. I didn't have anything to mutate it on. But Mutate is putting this creature onto another one that is a non-human. And they mutate into the creature on top plus all the abilities below it. This one also has just an ability to get a land into play or a card into your hand, which helps with that card advantage. Play another plains, and this time I will play the Soul Ring. And I might as well just play out my creature here. Also has Mutate for 6, otherwise you just pay 5. 4/4 flying. When it mutates, gain control of target non-creature artifact. So a little artifact stealing. Flip this over. It's again that same sorcery. Gives them +2/+0 to a 2/3. I'm just going to take the 4. Be down to 3. It's kind of a gamble in the Horde deck. Quickly approaching. Not doing so hot here. But Evolving Wilds. I'm going to sacrifice that for a swamp. Coming tapped. And I don't have a lot to do this round besides playing the Skyclave Relic. So that comes in, and then I get 2 tapped tokens that are a copy of it, which I'll just use this art card. 2 on there, and they're tapped. So we'll see what the Horde brings out. A 5/4 comes in tapped. That one is the only one in the deck that doesn't come out tapped and attacking right away. Or haste, I mean, and can attack. Now I got the 4/1 here, which obviously if I take that, I'm done. So, whatever. I'll just block. We'll see what happens here. Not a good start for this deck. Being a 5-color deck and only really starting, I mean, I had the 1 land that could add anything, but then otherwise I just had plains and islands for whatever reason. Not the best start. But we'll see if we can make up for it. I'm going to play this Migratory Greathorn. It has Mutate. Nothing to mutate it onto, though. When it does mutate, though, search for a basic land, put it in tapped. So, I mean, these are my ways that I get these lands out, but didn't start those early enough, it seems. We'll see what happens here. So a 2/2 and a 2/3. I'm going to play... Tap those to play Sultai Charm to destroy the 5/4. I can then block the 2/3 and take 2 down to 1. So I am hanging on just by a thread. Oh boy. A Dromar's Charm. It's not terrible, but this is not what I need right now. So the Horde played out a creature and an artifact. The artifact makes things like ramp up a bit. So, I mean, pretty much my only option here to stay alive is to counter the creature and block the other one. Or I could have gained 5 life, I guess, and then blocked 1 and taken 2, so it would have been put me up to 4. But either way, it's not ideal. It's all not going the best here. Another Migratory Greathorn. I mean, I hardly need the lands anymore, so I'm just going to play it, not mutate it on, and hopefully I can block some things that are coming out here. It's 3 cards now. It's always an extra card for every artifact. A 5/4 comes in not attacking, and then a 4/1. I'll block the 4/1 with one of these. Okay, though this is good to have. This is another one with Mutate. Auspicious Starix, whatever you want to say. 6/6. Now I could try to gamble and mutate this. And one, get a land, but also get a permanent from the top of my library, which could be a land, or it could be a creature. So it's kind of a gamble. Or I could just have the second creature out here for blocking. I think either way, I'm pretty much hooped, because 4 cards are going to be coming out next. Even if I have 2, and those are all creatures, I'm taking a hit no matter what. So, we might as well then just go for Let's see, I'm going to tap the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll tap island for 6. And we will mutate it, so we're putting it on top. I'll do the exile card first. Terrible decision, it's a land, so that gets put on the battlefield. And I can search for a land, put it on tapped. For a mountain. And the only thing I can really do right now is could draw a card, and it's a land. Therefore, let's see here. Yep. They all gain death touch from this sorcery. Then I've got 4 creatures coming at me, so either way, it's pretty much done for. Even after shuffling it, it was still a land on top. That's the way it goes. Not the best play for this deck, hardly got to mutate or do anything in it. So, but that's the way it goes. We'll be still giving this deck another test against the To Defeat a God deck. Another self-playing deck, so make sure to check that video out. And a video going through the contents of this deck. I've tested this deck a lot of different times, and it's kind of give or take. It does work pretty well most of the time. But that's why I test them over and over to see where the holes are. Sometimes you just get that bad draw. Plus the Horde is always a little difficult to go up against in decks like this, as it comes out hard and fast. But that's the way it goes sometimes. But anyway, as always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.